You have a debt to pay. Who said that? Weird. Anyways, guys, hello and welcome back to another DerailValley VR video. No Alex this time, because it was mainly my fault, really. I got the time zones confused, and yeah, so he's not available. But instead of postponing this for a week, I decided that there is some stuff that I've been wanting to do just by myself in DerailValley. So that's what I would like to do. Now, unfortunately, it looks like all this is to the harbor, which is not really what I wanted. I was hoping for a haul to Machine Factory. I wanted to go to Machine Factory. We might just drive there light, I'm thinking. Doesn't really make much sense, but feels like the kind of cards we've been dealt. Because, yeah, if you remember last time, we don't talk about this. We don't talk about that. I want to go ahead and detach the DE6, because one of the things that we can do is train upgrades and things. And I would like to do some of the train upgrades and things. Because yeah, you do that on single player. That's not really a multiplayer activity, because once I install this stuff, Alex won't be able to see it. But hopefully it'll still affect the train. So that's the plan. And today we're just gonna be doing some upgrades and things. So yeah, we're gonna go head over to the Machine Factory, because that's where they have all like the bits and pieces. I gotta go start the engine again. But yeah, that's where they store all the bits and pieces. So we're gonna go go get the bits and pieces. All right. Looks good. Is this brake on? No, that's off. Okay. Look at me. I know what an off handbrake looks like now. Yeah, let's just get out of here. Oh, that's dynamics. That would not be how we move. First we do that. And now we can boogie. Yeah, okay. Ooh. Yeah, this thing really got beat up. All the gauges are smashed out, the windows are smashed out, but it still moves. So, haha, take that. Take that. Take that! But yeah, it definitely needs some service. So, we'll go ahead and get it over to Machine Factory. We'll stop by Food Factory, see if there's a haul on the out past there, but yeah, we're gonna pull probably out past. And yeah, it's a long way to go. Because I don't think that switch there, and I don't think we can go the other way, so we're just going to go out this way. We're down the spiral. Oh, this track had stuff on it. Whoops. My bad. My bad. Sorry about your stuff and things. Yeah, it's not like our deck can go any higher. Probably we're lined. Could have sworn we were lined straight out. Huh. Weird. Oh, this switch. Oh, this is weird. Oh. How did I not realize we're not even on the rails? I'm like, wait a second, hold on, wait, we're not on the track. Yeah, don't mind me just driving a train, just not even on any tracks. Okay, let's just get you there. You there. Yes, good. How can it not be? Oh, probably because I was standing where I wanted to re-rail it. That was probably it. No, engine, don't die. Don't die, engine, don't die. No, stay on. Stay on, please. Thank you. Alright. Alright, and they probably tied the handbrake and everything. Alright, well now we can get out of here. That's funny. Oh, dynamics again. Because I'm pretty sure... I haven't driven this thing much, actually. I'm pretty sure on an SD40 that is the throttle, and this is dynamics. I'm pretty sure that might be where I'm getting confused. I think they're swapped compared to an SD40. Tricks! Where we're going, we don't need tricks. Yeah, hopefully we can get a load at Food Factory or some such. Not really sure. Would be nice. But yeah, we're just gonna pull right out of here and just go where the track takes us. Again, everything still works. It's just a little bit smashed up is all. But yeah, we can check the thing here. You can check this. So yeah, we're coming out of here. We're gonna go left, yeah. And then around here, and then right, and then Food Factory. Okay. So that's our routing. And then we'll see what they have at Food Factory, if they have something that we can maybe make a little bit of money. Although, actually, no, now to think about it, they're not going to let us haul, are they? Yeah, no, forget it. Yeah, and it's like, we can haul, but they're not going to let us. We have a debt to pay. So, yeah, it's just better off if we just get to Machine Factory, and that way we can deck this thing out. Because, yeah, we have, like, yeah, $187,000, which we could spend on, you know, our debt, or restoring trains, or, you know, pimping this thing out to insane levels. Which, I don't know, I like the idea of pimping this thing out to insane levels. I think that'll be awesome. So that's what we're gonna do. We just gotta get there. Oh, whoa. Alright, not that spicy. Everything's really loud. I'm like wondering why it's so loud. I'm like, oh yeah, the front window's smashed out. That would be why. That would be why everything's so noisy in here. Yeah, so we're just gonna whiz past everybody, basically. We don't care about anybody. Yeah, we're booking it. Maybe I'll get the dynamic and setup. Oh wait, did we go the wrong way? Yes, we did. Oh yeah, I lined it left, but I should have lined it right, because I'm looking straight up and down. Okay. Yep, so that's on me. It was fine. Alright, this hill's pretty steep, so we'll just let it roll. Let it roll. There we go. Now we're back on track. So now we just have that spiral section and then through Food Factory. And then we can go up this way or we can go down. There's two ways to go to get to Machine Factory. The upper way or the lower way. And yeah, while I'm at it, let me just go ahead and double check all these switches. That one we're going that way. Yep. That one will be leading through this one. Yeah, that way. And then maybe we'll go the northern way. So switch that. And then that's the opposite direction. Yeah, so leading it that way actually means we're going that way because we flip it upside down. Yeah, so that is good. And then that leads us to Machine Factory, which we can then pull up here. We'll be coming from the north, so we can just left, right, and then back into the roundhouse. Yeah. All right. Good stuff. So down there, that's where we're heading. We're gonna loop all the way around as we are now entering the spiral. Look at those tracks down there. It's really cool. Look, there's tracks down there. There's tracks down there. We'll be down there. We'll be on those tracks. We could get there quicker if we launched ourselves off the cliff. Honestly, not a bad idea, seeing as this thing's already dead. But, nah, we'll go down the sensible way. Yeah, and there's the line that's the food factory right over there, so we'll be heading through there in a second. Actually, I should just go ahead and line and make sure that we're good for food factory, because I didn't check that one. So we'll be coming from the north? Yeah, the north. Left, right, sea yard. Probably line us through the loading track. Yeah, so that way we're not just... That way we just kind of go past everything. Because there shouldn't be anything in the loading track. If there is, somebody didn't do their job. Anyway, there's the track that leads off to the military base right there. So now we're pretty much going back down the way we came last time. Except, yeah, once we get basically just this small little portion of the spiral. Because then once we get to this intersection, we're then heading to Food Factory, and that definitely is nowhere near where we were last time. So from here, we need to slow down. Or risk flying off the rails at a great rate of speed. Alright, and now we're nowhere near where we've been last time. Last time we came from that direction. Alright, so here's Food Factory. And back there, that mountain was the track we were just on, up on that mountain. So yeah, we're lined. Yeah, this track's pretty full. So yeah, we're aligned down this way. And hopefully there's nothing down here. I stand corrected. There's tankers. So there was something down here. This is one storage. This isn't a loading track. At least we can go through this outbound track. It's empty. Alright. Slight hiccup, but not a problem. Although I do know we have a hill coming up right past here. So we'll get ready for that. There's another DE6 and a DE2. Floor it. Ha 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 ha. Gotta keep that speed up. Oh, be quiet. Okay, we're going straight. That's good. Thought for a second we were going around that 3. Bit of a panic dump. There's the button for the Cab heater. No, I would like the opposite of that. How do I turn you on? Oh, there it is. Cab fan. Yeah. Yeah, I would like that on, please. We're about a third fuel now. Yeah, I'd say a third. A little under a third. 7 in level. Okay, like that. That's good. Pretty sure this section of alignment's supposed to be pretty, so... 5? Okay. Stop the beans. Stop them. Stop the beans. Instead, we'll get on some dynamics. Bit more dynamics. There we go. Oh yeah, here we go. Look at this. Beautiful. Yeah, look at this. Look at this. It's like a big old horseshoe curve around this pond. Imagine this would be really cool with a really big train. But unfortunately, we are just a locomotive. But yeah, if we had a bunch of cars behind us, this would be very cool to watch. 40, okay. Well, we'll keep on the dynamic then. Oh yeah, especially right here. Ooh, come on. Let me look. Yeah, imagine like all our cars snaking back there. Very fun to watch. Alright, and this should hopefully be a bit of speed right here. Hopefully, it looks like it might be. I wouldn't mind putting in a bit of power. Bit of gas. Yep, still 4 around here. And 7, alrighty. And 6. Alright, fine, that was fun. That was fun while it lasted. And back to 7. Okay, the fun can resume now. 9. 9! And... alright, fun's over. Just listening to the rail joints reverbing through the tunnel is really fun. Alright, 7. Six. Let's bring it down to 5 because I know we're coming through the yard. Hello, yard. Okay, left, right. Okay, good. Yeah, I forgot to check this yard, but had a feeling it'd be fine. Can't even remember the last time I came here. Definitely been a while. Good old Iron Mine West. Of course, they always have the steamer to haul with. And of course, the turntable's never aligned. Gotta watch out for that. Well, I guess it's aligned probably the way you'd think it would be. It's just not aligned for getting that steamer out, which Yeah. I don't think I need to elaborate on that. To the machine factory! Okay, there's 100. Got a little too excited there. Oh, I'm back to 8. Okay, fine. Fine. Be boring. We're pulling into Machine Factory anyway. We made it! We made it! Wow, look. Do you want a DE6? Yes, yes, or yes. Okay. Cufflink. Okay. Alright, so let's pull you not into the steam train. Yeah, DE6, DE6, and one DE2. And then a 282. We'll go ahead and get you backed in for service. As that is the first priority, is get you fixed up, and then we can figure out what we want to add on and whatnot. I definitely think over amp protection, over speed protection, all that stuff will be good. And again, like I was saying earlier, hopefully, if Alex is driving the train, it should still work, even if he can't see the stuff, because I'll have the stuff on my end, it'll still go into effect. So yeah, hopefully it'll still work. He just won't be able to see it happening. So, yeah, that'll be that. But yeah, it should still work. And then I have that inclinometer and all that other fun stuff too. And of course, beacons. You gotta have beacons. And they gotta be on a switch. Alright, let's go and get you tied down. And electrical, mechanical, wheels, and I think this will be the first time this thing has been fully repaired actually, because it wasn't, the body condition actually wasn't full. Or maybe it was the wheels, I'm not sure. We didn't quite fully repair it, which this will leave us about like with 100K to buy upgrades, so I might not be able to get everything I want, but hopefully I can get a decent amount of things. Get the sand in there. And of course we're going to want diesel. Gosh, diesel prices these days. Alright, 76. So yeah, that leaves us with a bit to work with. Not a whole lot, but hey, at least you're fully fixed now. So, yeah. Alright. Let's go get the goods. Let's go get the goods. There is the store. Alright, so what do we want here? Let me just grab this. Alright. So, lighter, don't need hangers. Probably don't need any of that. Defect Detector. Gadget alerts of a derailment or brake shoes overheating somewhere on the train. Alright. That does sound useful, so we'll get one of those. Anti-Wheelslip Computer. A gadget only takes over throttle and sander operation to prevent wheel slip. Alright, that sounds useful. Controllers. We might set some of these up on switches too. This is cool. I'm not going to do that because that's very expensive. But it's a gadget to operate supported locomotives from alternate positions. So we could set this up on the back. Would be nice for shunting. I do have a better idea for shunting though. And that's this, the proximity reader. And information from proximity sensors. Yeah, I think I'll do that. And that's the overheat protection. To prevent powertrain from overheating. And I think that's it. Yeah, distance tracker I don't think we really need. I'm obviously going to need one of these proximity sensors. I'll obviously need some brackets and things. Oh, amp limiter. Yeah, that might be... We'll see. Let's see. How much have I rung up so far? 76,000. Okay. So because we bought... What was it? The overheat protection. I don't think we need... we'll do the amp limiter as well. Yeah, it's not that much more. Alright. Alright, so I think that's good. Alternating controller. It's wired to in sequence one at a time. Okay, so we could have like 2 different things hooked up. Okay, I think what I want to do... Maybe I'll do... How much is that? That is 94. Okay, so I think that's pretty good. Have pretty much all we want. Let's get maybe an analog controller for beacons. A couple rotary controllers for other things. One of these slanted mounts. 2 of these large ones. Wireless MU controller will be useful eventually. But yeah, I think I pretty much got all the smart train stuff. We're basically making a smart train. Did I buy one of those? I think I'll buy one of those too. Alternating controller, I think I did. Rotary controller, I bought 2 of those, and then... Okay. I think we're good. I think that's good. If I need more stuff, we can always come back, because yeah, I might need more mounts and brackets and whatever, but we should have enough money to do that. Okay. And I know I have beacons. You know I always have beacons. I'll get some small mount strips for the beacons. A couple of these. Alright. 97,600. I'm sorry, Alex. Bang, 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 bang. Alright, I'm just gonna let it do its thing. Alright, cool. And we gotta get all the stuff we have. So this is all our things, all the bits. So proximity reader. We'll take that. Anti-Wheelslip Computer. Defect Detector. And again, I'm going to put most of these on switches. Overheating Protection. Definitely take that. And then I have this thing right here. Clinometer. I knew that's what it was called. And then this is the little proximity reader thing. So this is what the proximity reader connects to. Beacons. A foink. And a foink. And then we have tons of brackets of all different shapes and sizes. So I'll just grab all of these. Yeah, not really sure what we're going to do for the name yet, so I'll leave that behind for now. Plus, that's the thing I'd want to do with Alex anyway. Let's leave some of this behind. I don't need oil on me right now. I'll leave that up there. I'll move this over there. Okay, and that way I can grab more stuff. Like switches. Alright, and if I need to grab more brackets, I will come back, I think. Yeah. Got a lot of stuff. Unless I can carry stuff? No, not really. I don't think so. Unless there's more room in here. There's a bit more room in here. Oh, get back. I didn't mean to put that up there. Alright, and just shove all this in the toolbox. There we go. Okay, anything else in here? Aha. Alright, let's go. Feels like we're ready to go work on a train. It's getting late. Perfect time to do this stuff. Because we're in the nice lit up. At least I think these are lit up. Alright. Let's put this there. Alright, and let's figure out what we want to do. Oh, I forgot to put that away. Just put that there. Okay, so where do we want to put... I mean, most of the stuff we probably just want to put, like, on the back wall. Like, stuff that we really don't... It would be cool if I could open these cabinets and there was, like, space in there. I doubt there would be space in there, but, you know, it would be neat. Yeah, so we could put, like, one of the things up here. Probably one of the things that don't need to be interacted with, like maybe the Wheelslip Computer. Because this has no interactable bits. So that can just hang up there. Yeah, okay. So let's grab one of the large brackets. Perfect. Perfect. All right, that's the spot. All right, so there we go. Wheelslip computer. Oh, it is now broken. There we go. Nice and secure. And looks factory. Looks factory. Looks good. All right, so I'd probably put the... So I don't know why I'd want to turn off the anti-Wheelslip computer, but let's say we did. Could put like a little bracket there, like that. And that way we can control it with the switch. So if we don't want anti-Wheelslip, we can turn it off. Like maybe it's being annoying or something. But I don't think it will be. Hopefully it'll be something we leave on. Alright, so yeah, we'll put that there. There we go. So now we can just on and off whenever we want to change that. Alright, that's good. I think most of the other things we probably want to mount up here. I was thinking... Yeah, okay. So yeah, that mounts pretty good right above the gauge cluster. And we could put, like, the proximity reader there. Honestly, not bad. Just drop it on the floor again, that's fine. Yeah, that seems pretty centered to me. Keep dropping it on the floor, why don't you? So yeah, we'll drill that in. Alright, perfect. So yeah, we'll go ahead and get this mounted. I'm like, where'd I put it? Right here. There it is. Okay, so there we go. So there's our proximity reader. Looks good. Perfect. Love it right there. All right. I think the clinometer. It does feel weird to say that, but yeah, that's what the game says. Can go up here. It's kind of a big bracket. Definitely not there. Definitely don't want to put it there. No, that doesn't work because it clips. What can we put on there though? What about this thing? No, I can't put that on there. I kind of want to mount all these like things to the wall. I don't think there's anything I have that'll go on there. That looks kind of... I really just don't like any of that. What about just a regular one on the back wall there? Oh wait, I forgot I have more in my toolbox. These aren't the only brackets I have. There's another one. Is that similar to the one I have? I'm not sure. No, that's a little tiny one, but it's got long... It's a tiny one with a long base. So whatever I put on there is going to protrude. Which might be a good thing, because that way that goes there. It kind of hangs off the front of the speedometer. Because I want to be able to see it from here, so that I can help Alex. Because yeah, again, he won't be able to see any of this stuff. That's the main problem. Or one of the big problems. So let's grab this. Yes, we got two of these big brackets. Did I only grab one of those small ones? On these long ones. Okay. What about these long ones? That works. I think I do need to get more brackets, but that was also kind of expected. Clinometer. Bam. No, you can tell that this is not quite good. This grade is not quite great. And then maybe do these go up here? Or maybe we use these and put them over here. Could work. Oh, could also like do this and hang them out off the side here. Or below there. Options. Honestly, I don't mind putting them down here. What if we use... Yeah, we got these big brackets. Let's just do a couple of these. So like if I do one there, like I can hang that on it probably. Yeah, the overheat. That like there. So if I put both these down here, overheat protection. Yeah, those fit. Those fit beautifully. All right, I'm just gonna get all these drilled in. All right, there we go. Overheat protection. There we go. There we go. Amp limiter. There we are. Amp limiter. Overheat protection down there. Anti-Wheelslip up there. Proximity reader right here. Clinometer up there. All we have left is our beacon switch. I'm probably not going to use these. Save these for later. All right, we have our defect detector. That should honestly be front and center, I think. So maybe what I'll do, yeah, like right here, defect detector. Because obviously if there's a defect, you want to know about it. So we'll use this. It seems pretty good for defect detector. Put that there. Then should be able to mount that. Yeah, right there, right front and center where you can see it. And now, hey, your train's gonna blow up. You're about to blow up. There we go. And that might go on a switch too. Might put a switch like right here. And then pretty much the only switch I didn't use is the alternating one. Which I can't really think of anything for that to be connected to anyway. There we go. Looks kind of jank, but... yeah, so that's that. Here we go. I think that looks good. That'll be to switch on and off the beacons. Right there. Put that back. Alright, just gotta attach the beacons. I didn't need that bracket. I didn't need that switch. And I guess I'll use these two brackets. I have a big one and a small one. I guess I'll just, it'll be fine. And then we just gotta solder everything in. And we'll be good to go. We'll be good to go. Ooh, can we do them on the side? That'd be kind of cool. Yeah, because we got this, like, slopey roof here. Come on. Give me my controller. Why is my hand over there? Come back here. Come back here. Alright, so yeah, I think... nope, let me on the roof. I want to be on the roof of the train, please. Train roof. Roof of train. There we go. Gosh, why is it so buggy now? So put that there. Should it be more towards the front? No, I think this is fine. It's kind of centered, right? Okay, what's going on? Something's tripping out. Game's tripping out. I'm tripping out because game's tripping out. Okay, there we go. Alright, hopefully this doesn't cause any leaks. Beacon numero 1. And then right around here, right around the same sort of spot. If the game could not bug out, would be nice. We got this far. Game. I'm almost done, game, okay? I'm almost done doing the feature that you have. That you don't like, you don't want me to do it. You don't want me doing. I get that. Oh my gosh. Alright. Why are my hands over there? What's going on? I think my VR tracking is messed up. Okay, at least we can attach this. Okay, so beacon's attached. I think they're wonk, but I literally couldn't see because the game. I mean, will you be able to tell? I don't know if you'd be able to tell. I don't think you'd be able to tell. How would they know? How would they know? They're gonna know. How would they know? How would they know? It's fine. I'm not fixing them right now. I might fix them later, but not right now. Not while the game's bugging out. I gotta get my soldering reel. We gotta get all this stuff plugged in. I think I'll go to sleep, though. It's enough working on the train for one night. Where's the freaking station office, though? Oh, I know where it is. 'Cause it's stinking thing. Yes. Hi. Welcome to the stinking thing. Population U. Alright, wow, working on trains till 1 a.m. Honestly relatable. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Alright. Yeah, so let's take this out of the toolbox and just put that there. I don't know what I'm going to use that for. Eventually, something. Okay, and then we have this switch, the alternating controller. I don't know what I'm going to use that for. Can't even really read that. What does that say? Oh, 0, 1, and then tildes. Okay. Interesting. I'm not really sure. I don't really think it's what we needed, though. Alright, how much solder do we have? 1 roll. Somehow I doubt that's going to be enough. We need like 10 rolls, I think. So let's go to the shop. We'll buy a bunch. Because, yeah, you use like a whole roll every time, which something tells me that's not realistic. So yeah, basically everything we gotta do, all the switches, everything is all gonna take a full roll. Which it's like, are we like building the wires out of solder? Yeah. You know what? Sure. I'm gonna buy them out. Because I know I'm gonna need it eventually for our other trains. Alright, I think that's probably all we can carry. Nope, we can put more in the toolbox. Oh, and I gotta put that proximity reader on the train, right? Alright, thank you. Good day. Good day to you. And you, and you, and you, and you, and you, and you. Alright, let's get this train plugged in. So, solder. That was an empty roll, yep. So, just go boink. So, starting with Anti-Wheelslip Computer. Okay, there we go. Made a cool powered on computer noise. Ah! And then the switch that will control you. Okay, so that's now plugged in. And now what we do is take that, put that over there, and then take the crimpers. And we basically take these, and we go from switch to box. So now computer's not on, computer's on, and computer's off. So there we go. So that works. Wonderbar. Alright, we'll see how that works in a bit, probably. And then we'll do... So that's that. These down here. Again, I don't really think this was an issue that we want to, like... Yeah, the amp limiter has an off on here. The overheating protection, I guess if we want to turn that off, we just crank it all the way up. So yeah, I don't really see an issue. I don't really think we need to put power switches on these. If I do need to put a power switch on this, there's a spot right there. So we can always do that. But yeah, see that has an off switch, so that can just be turned off. Okay, defect detector. There we go. It's connected to that. So same thing as the other thing. And then I think we only have this. So our beacon switch. That's plugged in. That is that. Okay. So I think now it's just the beacons. Right, now that the game seems to have calmed down. And ka-foink. There we go. And just go and fill these in. There we go. All right, now we got beacon light. And we got other beacon light. But we don't want these on all the time. So that's where this comes in. Yoink. And then run this inside. To our switch. And then run our switch to the other one as well. There we go. And I believe if we turn this on 0.25. Oh, wow, look at that. Very fine control. So 0.25. We got very slow beacons. Very slow, very dim. And then if we crank it all the way up, we get full beacons. There we go. That's pretty cool. I don't know if that is necessarily the best use for that switch. Maybe for headlights it would be a bit better, but beacons is kind of cool. Being able to slow them down. And yeah, look, they're aligned perfectly with the center of the glass. Didn't even plan that, but perfect. Perfect. And look at all these solder spools everywhere. Yeah, look at this mess. I gotta go clean up. Oh yeah, and then we'll go ahead and put this on the back. So this will probably just stay on the back. This will actually have to go on like whatever basically is like the back of the train. So that will go. Oh, does the hook need to be? I think it said the hook needs to be fixed, right? Coupler chain must be stowed, yep. So we need to grab that. Hook that around there. And now that can hang. Oh. Or I can drop it into the pit. That's fine. Alright, so there we go. Now it's hanging there. And we can set it to basically a range. And we can set it to a channel. So we'll set it to channel 1. So I guess you could have multiple of these. But we'll set that to channel 1. And then if we go in here, set this to channel 1. That 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, okay. So yeah, it's showing us that we have. Oh, that's very useful. And then we can just shut it up by doing that. So that doesn't need to be on a switch either. Very cool. Man, I wish I could test some of these out. Actually, I might be able to. All right, let's see. Overheat protection, sure. Let's crank this up. Ooh. Oh, yeah, I guess the noise for it turning on. We'll crank this up to 4. So 4 amps limit, 80 degrees. So basically we're preventing this train from doing much of anything. Wheelslip computer. Let's turn that on. And what I'm gonna do, let's unplug this, stow this up. Oh, stow this up, and we're just gonna rip the stick. We're gonna start the train. We're gonna rip the stick, and we're gonna see what it does. All right. So it should, if all this automation and fancy science tech works, mainly these down here, it should prevent us from going above 4 amps. It should let us not over amp it. So yeah, here we go. Yep, it's not letting it over amp. It's locking it right there. That is active, it is flashing. And because we're not over amping, it's not even getting that hot. That's pretty cool. Oh yeah, and I guess if you set it to 16, that basically turns it Well, yeah, I mean, that has off. And then, yeah, 80. So let's set this to 16. Or actually, let's turn this off. So now we're going to do overheating protection, which is probably redundant. But let's slide. Can't really test wheel slip, I don't think, unless maybe we can test it. I mean, that should just prevent wheel slip from happening, that anti-wheel slip thing. So yeah, let's rip it again. So now it will let it over ramp. And look at that, it cut the power back. The train drives itself. The train drives itself. That is awesome. You see that? It, like, did that. I'm pretty sure that was this overheating protection. Because, yeah, it's set to reduce. You could have it set to cut. Oh. Yeah. Yeah, you could set it to cut. And then I think what it would do is it would probably just completely off the throttle. Right? Like, if I did that again and got everything hot. It's not doing it. Make it hot. Make everything hot. No, that's working. We got -2. I'm just trying to get the train to do stuff here. Let's try dynamic braking. That should heat things up. That should get things toasty. It's not really not. It's really not getting things that toasty at all. And I'm sure the amp limiter would limit it if we set it to like 8. It would probably limit reverse amps as well. But I don't really know if that's that big of an issue. Alright, let's stop. Bring it to a full stop. Because I just want to see... I want to see what happens when it spikes. So, okay, that. Rip it. I want to see the temperature spike. Okay, that... I think that was I think that little thing is the anti-Wheelslip computer, actually. I don't think this is triggered yet. So we probably won't see this until we have, like, a load. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that little doop, that was that thing. Either way, very cool. Actually, yeah, I'm just gonna do this and just pull through it so that way we can get this thing to go. Just doing all the illegal train things because I want to see my cool train things work. But yeah, I don't think we're really gonna get the TMs hot. I don't think we're really gonna get the TMs hot. Yeah, I just don't think it's gonna happen. Oh yeah, the brakes are really hot. Oh, this thing's not even on. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, okay. So yeah. That would explain that. That thing wasn't even turned on. And then if we turn this off, we'll probably start wheel slipping. Yeah, we definitely made the brakes mad. Whoops. And yeah, this thing just hasn't even triggered yet because we haven't really put a load on it, so yeah. Yeah, and that already went and I already stopped the alarm, so I guess once the brakes cool off and then they heat up again, then it might go again. No, I'm loving this. This is gonna be great. Let's make sure, yeah, I can read that from over here, so over here I can be able to read the grade. Be like, yep, we're level grade. And then, yeah. But yeah, I mean, the train pretty much drives itself. Train pretty much drives itself. Alright, let's see. Can I get a wheel slip? Can we get a wheel slip? Can we get it to wheel slip? Nah, it doesn't look like it. It's just not feeling like it. Yeah. Just gonna line ourselves up for the service. I don't think, if anything, I don't think anything should be damaged. Cause yeah, it's... Alright. No brakes. No brakes. Yeah, look. Nothing's... Yeah, very, very little damage, but I honestly couldn't... It's probably just regular wear and tear. And then we use like a little bit of fuel. Yeah, because we didn't actually slide the wheels at all. The Anti-Wheelslip Computer took care of that. We just burned the brakes off, but yeah, that doesn't affect anything. That doesn't affect maintenance. So yeah, just some regular wear and tear. So yeah, this will save us money too, because less maintenance, hopefully. Yeah, it'll be good. And this will be useful when doing hauls, for sure. Probably combine with the amp limiter to kind of keep the amps below 12, and then probably keep the temperature below 105, or even 90 and 6, just to really just be economical with it. That for docking, for coupling. That for our grades, this for whenever things go wrong, and then this up here just to prevent wheel slip from ever happening. So, yeah, very cool. And this uses sand too. Remember that it dumps sand as well. So that's why I used a bit of sand. I think did we use a bit of sand? I think we probably did. Yeah, we used a tiny little bit of sand, because that's what the wheel slip computer does. It dumps sand to make sure that we don't wheel slip. So, very cool. All in all, I'm very happy. I can't wait to see what Alex thinks about all these upgrades. Because again, even though he won't be able to see them, they should still affect the train. So, that's going to be fun. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed, please be sure to leave a like. Subscribe for new videos. Have a great day at rest of your day. And I will see you guys next time. Goodbye for now.